Hello, welcome to Vietnam Journal, our daily English news bulletin on NETVIET VTC10. I'm Ông Nhật speaking from Hanoi. Every day we'll bring you comprehensive and up-to-date information on Vietnam. And following our major stories on Sunday. Chile ratifies FTA with Vietnam. Vietcell's Schools Cup in Hanoi. And young Vietnamese people are enthusiastic about canoe motors. The Chilean Chamber of Deputies and Senate had just ratified a free trade agreement or FTA between Vietnam and Chile. The approval came 5 days prior to the visit of Chilean President Sebastián Piñera to Vietnam and some other Asian countries.
The FTA gained approval from the Chilean Parliament and other related agencies after 2 days of discussion from March the 13th. Once effective, the FTA will help Chile export products such as pork, fruit, and fruit juice to Vietnam with a preferential tax rate. On the other hand, Vietnam will benefit from a low tax rate when it exports footwear, textiles, rice, and coffee products to Chile. Two-way trade in 2011 was valued at nearly $475 million, rising from nearly $19 million in 2001.
Investors are retrieving their capital from Greece, Italy, Spain, and other European Union countries to pour into Vietnam this year. The observation was recently broadcast by the radio The Voice of Russia.
Radio The Voice of Russia said Vietnam's socio-political stability is an important factor for investment. The Asian country's sizable population of 90 million and its rapidly growing middle class also capture the attention of investors. Moreover, Vietnam's low labor costs will continue to be an attractive alternative to China's rising costs to foreign multinationals. Vietnam currently has 135 industrial and processing zones with massive tax incentives to attract investors from Europe, US, and Asia. US Bloomberg News has ranked Vietnam's economic development prospect third in Asia after China and India.
During the past 20 years, Vietnam's industrial zones, export and processing zones, and economic zones have attracted 4,500 registered FDI projects, totaling $90 billion. They account for 46% of the country's total FDI attraction. The information was given at a seminar on March 15 on solutions to speed up and improve the quality of FDI capital inflows in Vietnam. However, since 2008, foreign investment has slowed down due to the global financial crisis and Vietnam's macroeconomic problems. And now we'll review the major events over the past week.
The signing ceremony of 18 Memoranda of Understanding between companies, universities, and other organizations of Belgium and Vietnam took place in Hanoi last week. This was an important part of the official visit to Vietnam by Belgian Crown Prince Philip from March the 11th to the 15th. The Memoranda of Understanding cover many areas, including technology and cooperation.
On the occasion of the Belgian senior delegation's visit to Vietnam, a workshop on promoting technology transfer took place in Hanoi on Tuesday. The event was co-organized by the Vietnam's Institute for Science and Technology together with Wallonia Brussels International (WBI). The event brought in a broad view of technology cooperation, especially in establishing spin-off companies, which is an ideal solution to commercialize intellectual properties.
The Belgian economic delegation, led by Crown Prince Philip, visited Vietnam's Haiphong city on March the 14th. The visit was expected to help turn Haiphong into a modern industrial city before 2020. This is the largest Belgian delegation to visit a city so far, with 40 businesses.
A conference entitled Solutions to Boosting and Improving the Quality of FDI Inflows into Vietnam took place in Hanoi on March the 14th. Participants at the event said small and medium-sized investors gave top priority to tax incentives. Meanwhile, large investors were said to pay more attention to legal transparency, infrastructure, and human resources.
On behalf of Queen Margaret and Prince Henrik's Foundation of Denmark, Danish Ambassador to Vietnam John Nielsen granted $10,000 to KOTO, a not-for-profit hospitality training organization by Vietnamese-Australian social activist Jimmy Pham. KOTO is the first Vietnamese organization ever to be funded by this Danish Royal Foundation. The grant will be applied in the training program as well as accommodation, food and medical care for KOTO trainees.
The U.S. Higher Education Fair 2012 took place in Hanoi on March the 15th. The event was organized by the Institute for International Education, or IIE, in Vietnam. Coming to the fair, students and their parents had the chances to talk to American university representatives about the standardized test, admission process, and other information.
The Vietnam-South Korea Music Festival hit Hanoi on March the 15th. The festival was meant to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the diplomatic relations between the two countries. The festival featured many famous Korean music stars along with local singers.
Vietnam Journal. It's not just news, it's life in Vietnam.
Welcome back to a news bulletin. 5 teams from 3 international schools in Hanoi participated in the VietSales Hanoi School Gaelic Cup on the occasion of St. Patrick's Day, also the National Day of Ireland, March 17th. Irish Ambassador to Vietnam, His Excellency Damien Cole, attended the event and presented trophies and medals at the end of the tournament.
Since 2008, Gaelic football has been introduced to Vietnamese and foreign students in Hanoi through several tournaments. This time on the National Day of Ireland, 50 students from Vietnam Australia School, Hanoi International School and Hanoi Academy were split into 3 male and 2 female Gaelic football teams. Although new to Irish Gaelic football, Vietnamese and foreign students have showed their good skills and full passion for the game.
And I think you can see this afternoon how much the Vietnamese and other children are enjoying the games. They're having a great time, and it's fantastic to see them enjoying themselves so much, but also the great skill that they show in playing these games. So we're really pleased that this is part of our St. Patrick's Day celebrations here in Hanoi.
At the end, Vietnam Australia School male team won the trophy. Other awards include the winning female team and best players of each team.
Famous South Korean singer B-Rain is scheduled to perform at Hanoi Opera House on March 21st. The performance followed a grand music gala to celebrate the 20th anniversary of diplomatic relations between the two countries. B-Rain will go to Vietnam with a company of 92 officials and soldiers from the theatrical wing of the Republic of Korea's army. The delegation includes other star singers who are all serving the army. B-Rain has led numerous concert tours around the world and starred in Hollywood movies. In 2006, he was named by the Time magazine as one of the 100 most influential people who shape our world. Overseas Vietnamese model Jessica Minh Anh is holding the first ever international fashion show on the 58-meter-long sky bridge of the Petronas Twin Towers, Malaysia on March 18 and 19th. The event is a part of a series of 4 high-end fashion shows at the world's most outstanding venues in 2012, hosted by the J Model Management. The J Spring Fashion Show will showcase the most spectacular 4-season collections by the world's notable fashion houses, including British fashion leader Paul Costello, Dutch celebrity designer Eddie van den Kromonacker, among others. The exclusive guest list includes country ambassadors, brand managers, fashion designers, and the international press. After getting the red carpet treatment, the guests will be seated on both sides of the sky bridge, leaving the grand working in between. Before this, Jessica Minh Anh made history with the international success of J Autumn Fashion Show on England's iconic Tower Bridge last October. While Vietnamese young people are fascinated by the canoe motors today, what makes the toy so appealing? Let's follow our NETVIET VTC10 reporter to learn more about this hobby. There are three kinds of motors: plane motors, cow motors, and ship motors. Canoe motors are considered the most popular in the third category. They are more and more appealing among young people. Canoe motors are modernly equipped from their covers, engines, fans to remote controls, or are ordered from foreign makers. They can max speed up 70 km/h and run in a wide area but well within control.
Đây là trò chơi kỹ thuật cao. Thì nói chung là chơi nhiều cọ sát mới có những kinh nghiệm. Này những kinh nghiệm gọi là những vật lý thôi. Có những cái cọ sát nó có thể nó bay, hay là nó cắm mũi, hay nó chạy bị lệch. Ở những cái trường hợp đó mình có những cái kinh nghiệm mình xử lý cho nó chuẩn lại. Dạ, thì đòi hỏi phải có thời gian.
Playing canoes motors are not simply a pleasure, but a game of combined skills. Besides controlling the canoe as they wish, players have to become swimming athletes or even engineers when they assemble a new motor. Professional players can choose self-assembling motors, which are made of composite. They are 1.2 meters long and 0.5 meters wide, run on gasoline with lubricant, and have a 2.4 GHz remote control.
Nói chung mình cũng may mắn một cái là sau khi thiết kế ra cái mẫu này đem ra cho những anh em ở dưới Thanh Đa người ta thử thì chất lượng của nó ổn định và tốc độ của tàu chạy thì nói chung là cũng tương đối. Tốc độ tối đa hiện tại của nó giờ là 80 và có thể hơn tốc độ tối đa nữa. Thì may mắn cái là mình làm ra thì không có phải sửa lại mẫu mã bên ngoài hết.
The hobby of playing canoe motors in today's modern life to some extent enhances young people's creativity and contributes to promoting Vietnam's river tourism. The story about the popularity of canoe motors has wrapped up our news bulletin for today. For comments and feedbacks, please send an email to netvietdaily@gmail.com. Thank you for watching and we'll see you next week.